The new Creed fragrance is here. This one is called Oud Zarian. Now this fragrance, it's interesting. It's interesting to say the least. So I've been a huge Creed fan for the longest time. I have 90% of Creeds, from Millesime Imperial to Arolfa to Aventus to Absolute Aventus to Triple Aged Batch, Absolute Aventus, Aqua Fiorentina, Carmina, Queen of Silk. The list goes on and on. And now Oud Zarian is the second or third, I should say, because there was also Creed's Royal Oud, which was made by Julian Rascanet. And then, of course, there's Royal Princess Oud, which is a feminine-leaning fragrance. Well, here we have Oud Zarian. This one has bergamot, incense, frankincense, spices, May rose, sandalwood, a bit of amber, and the namesake of the perfume, which is oud. So I have this educational pamphlet from the brand, actually very nice. And it says, handcrafted with exclusive 80, not 18, 80-year-old oud, exceptional and timeless. Oud Zarian is a testament to patience and the pursuit of perfection. Now, I personally got my bottle when I was traveling to Miami recently. I was in the design district and I bought it from the incredible Paola. This is not a sponsored video. I'm not getting paid anything from this video, but I will be dropping their information down below. I don't make commission or anything. I just think that she provided me with exceptional service. And so if you want to pick this fragrance up, or if you want to pick up anything from the House of Creed, you may do so at the Creed Boutique in the design district of Miami, Florida. So I'm going to drop their phone number and their information down below. And when you call them up, make sure to tell them that Steven sent you. Paola is absolutely amazing. She's such a sweetheart. And she provided me with exceptional service, answered all of my questions, entertained me and my friends for the whole half hour that we were there. And that's when I picked this one up. This one is Oud Zarian. Now, of course, when you say oud, there's a certain impression or anticipation, as it were, of what to expect from the fragrance. Of course, it goes without saying that oud is one of those darker, denser notes in perfumery that is not necessarily for the faint of heart. And I'm going to be the first one to admit it. I think this is the type of fragrance that, all things considered, is going to be for the more mysterious personality. It's going to be for the person who wears fragrances for him or herself. It's not going to be one of those easygoing, mass-appealing DNAs. It's not a Millesime Imperial. It's not a Silver Water. It's not a Himalaya. It's not a Royal Water. It's not an Aqua Fiorentina. It's not one of those easygoing profiles. It's not Eladaria, which is also a beautiful, lighthearted fragrance, yet also conveying femininity and elegance. This one, on the other hand, is more of a dark, daring, rich, almost provocative and dangerous scent. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. It is one of the darkest fragrances that the Creed brand has ever put out. If you took this DNA and you put it in an Amouage bottle, for example, and you told me, Steven, this is the brand new Amouage fragrance, I would have said, oh, cool. They did this DNA again? Honestly, that would have been my response. I would have believed it tenfold. But it's not. It's Creed. And it's really fascinating to me because they took the incense, the frankincense, they took the rose, which is so like exotic smelling. It's not sensual. And a lot of times rose can be sensual or romantic. That's not what's happening here. This is a very dark, daring, bold, and provocative release from the Creed brand. I am shocked. I am shocked beyond words that this is what Creed put out. I'm getting a tobacco vibe from this as well. I don't know if it's listed in the note breakdown. When I looked it up online on a fragrance forum, they didn't necessarily have tobacco, and if they did, I certainly overlooked it because it's not coming to mind. But I did see a lot of incense, and I saw spices, and I saw bergamot and May rose and sandalwood, and I'm getting this very warm, rich, ambery presence from the fragrance. Now, of course, I also acquired Delphinus and Centaurus. Centaurus was a very dark profile, a spicy, cinnamony amber. And then, of course, Delphinus is also an amber. Of course, it's part of the Amber universe. That's the collection in which it is contained. But that one was more of like an iris expression. So it did have a bit of a floral tonality to it. Now this one is very dark, very woodsy, and this is a complete deviation from those two. This does things in its own way. It is such a beautiful agarwood-based fragrance, but I have to be honest with you. I'm going to call a spade a spade. It's not going to be for everybody. Even if you say, you know what, Steve, I wear Royal Oud. I wear Creed's Royal Oud. I love it. I'm going to say, okay, that's nice, but you still can't blind buy this. You can't. It's the darkest fragrance that Creed has ever manufactured. And I have tried them all. Spice and Wood, Sublime Vanille, Asian Green Tea. There's so many incredible fragrances from the Creed brand. And despite everything that I've tried, the dark hits, the spicy hits, the aromatic hits, the older releases, the more contemporary olfactive profiles, Oud Zarian, with this 80-year-old oud that it contains, according to the brand, is one of the darkest fragrances that I have tried from any brand. Now, here's the thing. The oud that's in here, I'm going to be honest with you, it's dark and it's very rich and smoky, and it reminds me of Opus 14 by Amouage. But at the same time, it smells nothing like Royal Oud, so don't believe people online who are making comparisons with Royal Oud. They're just thinking about the name, and it's like, oh, well, that's an oud, this is an oud, they must smell the same, right? Wrong. Don't trust their opinions. This smells nothing like Royal Oud. This is a very dark, spicy, slightly smoky, even like herbal and aromatic, ambery fragrance with an overdose of spice, a preponderance of woods in the dry down. The incense is quite rich and meditative and resinous. And this one, if you had to compare it to anything, it definitely falls within the lines of something that, like I said before, Amouage would deliver or put out. Specifically, Opus 14, which I own and I've known for a very long time and I have a great deal of experience with, as I happen to own several dozen Amouage fragrances. This fragrance is super dark. It's not going to be for everybody, but that's the thing. That's the beauty of it. If you want something that's darker, richer, bolder, more provocative, something that's going to turn heads, and you don't care about impressing others with your scent, you wear fragrance for yourself, and you know what? The right personality is going to pull it off. That's what I have to say. I think if you like the Millésime Imperials of the world, if you like the Virgin Island waters of the world, that's fine. And I think those are some of my favorites of all time. I've gone through 3 bottles of Millésime Imperial. I've gone through 2 bottles of Virgin Island water. That's great, right? And I purchased them with my own money. This fragrance is the darkest fragrance that Creed has ever manufactured. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Is it going to be the first Creed fragrance that I recommend? No. But I think it's all going to depend on what you're into. So look, please try it for yourself, whether it be at a major department store that carries the brand, or you find yourself in a Creed boutique, whether it's the one on Madison Avenue in New York City or the one in Miami in the Design District, which is really nice. And it's actually it's much bigger than the Creed boutique on Madison Avenue. Please call them up. I'm going to drop their information down below. Paola is incredible. If you want to basically pick up any Creed fragrance, you can get in touch with them, and the service that she delivers is unparalleled. Her attention to detail is exquisite, and she's really doing a phenomenal job. So I'm incredibly proud of her, and I met her just once. And in that one time that I met this woman, she gave me such an incredible impression. So I really appreciate the hospitality. She's probably not even going to see this video. She probably has no idea I'm filming this review. I don't even know if she knows that I have a YouTube channel. She's following me on Instagram, but I don't know if she knows that I have a YouTube channel. But Paola, I appreciate you very much. If you happen to be watching this video, the smoke, the rose, the incense, the oud, it's dark, it's daring, it's bold, it's super rich. There's almost like a licorice thing happening in here, but it's not overly strong. My God, this is such a daring fragrance. Again, it's not going to be for everybody, but please try it for yourself. Sample it. I never would have imagined that even with the Kering buyout, that Creed would release something this dark and rich and super complex. This is niche quality, if niche quality were even a thing. This is it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. That was my review of the brand new Oud Zarian. fragrance, certainly not the first fragrance from the brand that I would recommend. It's actually towards the bottom of the list just because it doesn't have that mass appeal factor. But if you're looking for something bold and daring and rich and complex and charismatic, this is all the things. So this is such an interesting fragrance. And I think that Creed put out something really special with this, but I think it's going to be for a certain clientele. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you took anything of value from today's video, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. It would really mean a lot to me. So thanks again for watching. I love you all. We'll see you tomorrow with a new episode.